It's Greg coming at you from Santa Cruz, and I have the pleasure of having here tonight Jeremy and Tina from Rochester, who are amazing people. They had such an amazing experience with nutritional cleansing and want to hear a little bit about them. So, hey guys, how's it going tonight?
Doing great.
Awesome.
Awesome, good. So, if you guys want to just tell all our viewers at home a little bit about yourselves.
Right. Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay, so I'm Tina. Greg said I'm Tina. I started this nutritional cleansing in September 2 months ago now, 3 months ago, and it's been an awesome life-changing experience for me. One that I was not 100% on board with in the beginning, and I've fully embraced it.
And I'm Jeremy. I think Tina actually jumped on board to more support me because we've been married, 16, going on 17 years. And I think I beat, that normal thing where you gain like 2 or 3 pounds a year. I was probably pushing 35 pounds heavier than I was when I got married. And I don't even know if Tina knew this, but I got to the point where in the morning when I was getting ready for work, I was trying to like hook my sock on my foot because I wasn't all that comfortable bending over anymore, which was actually ridiculous because I'm a pretty active guy. I'm a cyclist, I'm a snowboarder, did a bit of running with our dog, but I was just not losing weight. I know it's ridiculous. I'm sort of a short, stocky guy, and the pounds just weren't coming off no matter what I did. And I knew that I needed to do something a little differently rather than lose weight and gain it right back the traditional ways that I was trying to do that. So.
Right. So what prompted you to try nutritional cleansing in the first place?
Well, I mean, I had seen, a little bit of the talk about it on Facebook, being connected to you, and it caught my interest, and I think I considered it for months and reached out to you a few different times, and because I always thought that, hey, I can control this, but obviously, the years kept ticking by and I wasn't controlling it. So finally reaching out to you and hearing a little bit about the program and what nutritional cleansing was all about, it seemed like a sound methodology to start, to at least give it a whirl. I mean, I couldn't.
Kick it off.
Yeah. I kind of felt like maybe this was something that I had to do initially for a month or two, just to kind of kickstart a healthier lifestyle. But
then you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Once you start.
So we started. We did our first 30 months, and now 30 days, excuse me, and and now we're 4 or 5. I mean, actually, I think more than 3 months, about maybe 3, 4 months, and it really has become a lifestyle change. And I think we continue to see benefits from eating a certain way, as well as using the products involved with nutritional cleansing.
Awesome, that's fantastic. So, can you guys tell just a little bit of details on how your experience was in your first 30 days?
Yeah. I mean, really, there are no negatives as far as I'm concerned. Let me back up for a second. I was not fully on board. I'm a pretty active person, do a lot of yoga, like really hot, hard yoga. And in the yoga world, people talk about nutritional cleansing and deep cleansing all the time. And it's, something people, promote and are very positive about. I personally always felt if you want to lose weight, just burn off more calories than you take in. Everything in moderation, right? If don't make these drastic extractions from your diet, because then when you start slowly putting those things back in, you're going to crave them even more, and you're going to go to the opposite end of the spectrum. You're going to gain back even more than you lost to begin with. So I wasn't fully on board with nutritional cleansing in general, but Jeremy had gained a lot of weight, and I knew he was looking for something pretty dramatic to press that restart button. And I wanted to support him. I knew he couldn't do it in the house alone, so that's why I decided to go ahead and do it with him. And so coming from somebody who was not fully on board from the beginning, I might be the biggest convert. So we started on September 1st, and I thought it was going to be, can't drink for a month, you can't have any gluten, no caffeine. I literally didn't know how I would get through it. But I thought, well, he needs me to support him, and I'm going to do this for him. It was so easy. I was never hungry. The way the program and this cleanse in general is designed, you're constantly keeping your cravings at bay. You're constantly satisfied based on the caloric intake you have over the course of the day. It was so much easier and more satisfying than I thought it was going to be. And everything is so good. Everything tastes so good. And here we are 4 months later, and I had a shake this afternoon, and I was like, I don't ever want to not drink these shakes. They're so good. Everything is so good. And you feel like you're giving yourself so much more nutrition, healthy nutrition than you've had personally in so long.
Right, definitely. How about you, Jeremy? How was your 30-day experience?
I mean, pretty similar. I went in, first of all, I was really afraid, probably most concerned, because I felt like I was ready to make a drastic change. I was ready to embrace like being gluten-free because it felt like a rule that I just sort of knew, like I can't nibble on that piece of bread or that cracker because it's gluten. Like it was a great rule for me. But I went in almost more concerned about the caffeine. I was a big coffee guy, and I think I asked you several questions going into the month how I could handle it. And, you know, I had tried quitting coffee before, and, you know, I think I was able to do it for a few weeks and then eventually just migrated right back. But, you know, I was really pleasantly surprised when I got right on the program and was using like Ionic Supreme as well as the shakes, and then just getting on a hydration schedule and switching to green tea. It really surprised me that while I had dropped essentially coffee cold turkey, I felt more energized. You know, you immediately start seeing some results, which makes you feel better, and then that's motivating. But I just felt better, and I never felt like I was tired or I was suffering from a lack of the caffeine. Like that was a big thing for me.
You would never have believed that. If somebody told you that ahead of time, you never would have believed it.
And since I've told people about the program, you know, it usually ends up being one of those things that they're concerned about as well. And I just tell them it's amazing. It almost made no sense to me, but it really was my experience. So really, I was really happy to see that I could walk away from the caffeine and not feel so addicted to it. And then after that, it was like one benefit after another just kept rolling out. I mean, you know, in the first week or so, I think I was down, you know, 6, 7, 8 pounds, and it just is so motivating to keep going. And as Tina was saying, the shakes taste great. Learning how to hydrate on a regular basis. You know, I never really felt like I was really like suffering through a diet. It really felt like a lifestyle decision was taking shape and taking root. And I mean, I was even noticing at the time it was still road bike season, and my performance on the bike was just all of a sudden like going through the roof. It was on a steep curve. It was, as the pounds were coming off, I was just noticing myself getting faster, being able to ride harder, and the guys in my cycling group were noticing it as well. So it was all like everything was firing. You know, when I would have thought that maybe I would have been weaker, I was actually getting stronger. So I really can't say enough good things about the program.
Nice.
And I felt the same way, even though I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. Suddenly, everything felt better. I would run for only 3 miles, not a long run, but 3 miles with the dog, and everything about my run and my physical body felt so much better while I was running. Yoga, you know what you wear in yoga, super tight little clothes. Suddenly I felt like I could twist more, and I just felt better about myself and how I felt on the mat. And this was coming from someone who didn't think they had a lot to lose. But I don't know. It's all relative, I guess. 10 pounds might not be a lot for Jeremy, but it was great for me.
Right. Yeah, that's amazing. That is so awesome. You
But
guys really rocked it.
Just about losing weight, because it's not just about losing weight. It's about how much better I feel and how much more deliberate control I feel I have over my life. Like, I don't just mindlessly pour a glass of wine every early evening anymore, because I just think about it more. I think about, is this a good choice for me, and will I like it more if I don't do it for the next 3 days and then I enjoy it on Friday instead? You know, it's just a whole new mindset about what you're putting in your body.
I should also add, just back to me. You know, with the weight loss. So before we had done the 30 days, on top of just carrying around extra weight, I was experiencing back issues. That was starting to get in the way with how active I could be, whether that was with walking the dog, playing with the kids, or being on mountain bikes or road bikes. And it was amazing to me that almost immediately, within the first week or two, all the back pains that I was being plagued with, like, essentially disappeared.
I'm still thinking about you throwing your sock on your foot. I cannot believe you admitted that.
It's true.
Wow.
This is like a confessional booth here.
Hey, listen, I hear you. I was the same way too. I could tell you some stories as well. So, but that's awesome. And you know, it's so amazing that you guys totally rocked your 30-day program, and then you continued on. And it's amazing, and I think a testament to the products. And as Tina, what you had said about the products just tasting good, which is awesome. So, you know, you guys went off the 30-day program, you went into maintenance because of just obviously what you said, how great you felt, and you know, a lot of the other parts of it, I think, is that it's so simple. It's just so easy to do. And so, what are some of your favorite products that you use still today, or anything you tried new that you love?
Well, I continue, so from being on the first basic 30-day pack, I just fell in love with the Isoline Pro shakes, and I've continued to stick with the Isoline Pro shakes. I think that they're a hearty, you know, shake that allows me to not get hungry after I use them. But it was actually really interesting because Tina felt like that was almost too much.
Yeah, they were too much. I couldn't finish those. I just did the Isoline.
And we switched her to Isoline, and she loves those. So, you know, we kind of have both of those products in our house. Like I think I mentioned early on, I love the Ionic Supreme. I love starting the day with it. It seems like it's just a boost of energy, and I know there's enzymes and all sorts of great ingredients in that drink, and it's just become, you know, like I have to start my day with that product, and I feel like it just sort of primes the engine for the rest of the day. Of course, you know, the Isa Delights, which I think we just ingested.
Nice.
But, you know, Isa Delights are, you know, the little dark chocolate Isa Delights, I think has something that it's always that little sweet treat, you know, and that used to be, you know, to me, I used to grab handfuls of like nonpareils or other types of dark chocolate, and that's a nice way. It's a perfect size just to give yourself, you know, just a little sweet treat. But yeah, those are some of my favorite.
Yeah. We use the bars too. The
Oh yeah, yeah.
bars too.
Yeah, I do use bars sometimes. I'll either use a half of one as a mid-morning or an afternoon snack, or sometimes if I'm on the go and work's going crazy and I can't get to a blender, I'll actually have a bar like the peanut butter and chocolate, or the cookie crisp. It's just something that I can use as either a meal replacement or a great snack on a workout day.
Nice, nice. That is awesome, guys. So just want to wrap it up and get your thoughts on what would you say to someone who's on the fence about nutritional cleansing?
Well, there's nothing negative about it. There's nothing but positive. If you want to get your life in a place where you feel like you have more control over your overall health, well-being, what you put in your body, and just feel better about this one body you get, this one life, this is a great opportunity to get that control.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, and I think you hear of different fads out there, especially from a diet, and trust me, I've tried a few of them, and this really does feel like a way to move forward and really, you can still enjoy your life, you can still, go as, like you're saying, like if we're in maintenance mode now, I mean, we can still go out and enjoy, and we can still, give back things, something that might be off the program, but you pretty much have the formula to be able to get things back in check really quickly and without it getting out of control. I probably enjoyed, sometimes around the holidays, but then got right back on the program, even did a couple deep cleanse days, and felt like, it was, a very controllable situation, where in the past I've lost, in double digits and was not able to recover from it. Or in some cases,
because you go off the deep end, and then you have no way of getting back, getting back to ground zero. And this is like this perfect formula where you can go off the reservation every now and then you come back and you know exactly how to hit the restart button. Now I'm going to be back on my shakes. I'm going to have my 100-calorie snacks. Then I'm going to have a shake and then a snack, and then I'm going to look forward to this delicious bigger meal at night.
So, it really feels super sustainable for a long haul. But, but most importantly, I mean, I feel better than I have in the last, 5-8 years. I feel like, I can just perform, in sports or, playing with the kids. Like, we're going to, on a vacation next couple of weeks, and I'm almost more excited to go and play with the kids now because I just feel like I'm just in better shape, or I'm more attuned to their energy because I have more energy. And it's just, it's one thing to look a little bit better, and if the scale is smaller numbers on the scale and I can tighten my belt, but the energy that is sort of such an incredible byproduct of all this is probably the most important thing to me.
Awesome. Awesome. That's fantastic, guys. Love it. Love it. Well, you guys are awesome. I think you guys obviously did an amazing job on your first 30 days and continuing on, and it's just great that you made a whole lifestyle change and, incorporating so many things that you learned about yourselves on those 30 days and continued on. So that's awesome. So this wraps it up, and you guys are awesome. Love you. Going to give you a virtual fist bump.
Thanks, Greg.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, and have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. All right?
Bye.
Bye.